TEG, proud sponsors of TEG Cusack Park, serving aviation, biopharmaceuticals and medical industries across the globe. TEG has been to the fore in the fight against COVID-19 with our customers and partners. A local business employing local people. Visit teg.com/careers to learn more. Wishing all our GAA patrons a safe passage through the championship.
Seventh Coaches, proud sponsor of Westmeath GAA Hurling Championships. Clark's Bar, wishing all teams the very best today. MJ Stone Building and Developments, proud sponsor of Westmeath GAA.
Cusack Park pitch is 145 metres long. Imagine 3 of these bridge beams will make up the length of the pitch. Now transport 30 of them from Harney to Kildare. A challenge overcome by a great team with the support of a great community. My name is Pat Barrett, Project Manager, Shay Murtagh Precast.
Good afternoon, viewers. Good evening, I suppose, at this stage, and welcome back to the second game here in TEG Cusack Park. This is the first of the Shay Murtagh Senior Football Championship semi-finals between local rivals and near neighbours Coralstown, Kinnegad and the Downs. For today's game, I'm joined by co-commentary by Jimmy Dolan. Jimmy, welcome to join us here. Looking forward to a good and exciting match here now in this one.
Yeah, the first of the two semi-finals here now, Ray. Looking forward to a right good tight battle between the Downs and Kinnegad. We were treated to a right good game between Shamrocks and Thurspass in the quarter-final, so seeing if we can carry it on into the knockout stages and see who gets their first spot into the final.
Yeah, conditions absolutely perfect. Now we're talking off camera where round of games tomorrow, the other semi-final intermediate and that you're involved in obviously, and then the other senior semi-final, probably going to be a different type of a day as well, or heavy rain forecast here from Mullingar. So look, no excuse for these two teams here now.
Oh, it's a lovely footballing day in fairness. I'm looking out onto the pitch. The pitch looks immaculate. The two teams just going through their warm-ups here now. I see there's a bit of a puff of wind, but nothing too strong either. It's a lovely day for a game of football, Ray, to be fair.
Yeah, for our viewers at home now, we're going to give you the two teams, how they line out, starting with the Coralstown Kinnegad line out, and they start as follows. In goals, number 1 is Stephen McNevin. In the full back line, Kieran Daly Seniors at 2, Daniel Woods the full back, who wears 3, and number 17 Owen Bracken comes in at left corner back in place of Jason Lynch. The half back line, Josh Gahan is at 5, centre half back James Maxwell wears 6, and Liam Daly completes the half back line wearing number 7. Middle of the field, David Giles at wear 8, and he's partnered by number 18 Jason Mackin, who comes in place of number 9 Brian McGrath. The half forward line, Jack Thorpe is at 10, Brian Cooney the centre half forward is 11, and Owen O'Brien at 12. And the inside line, Shane Fleming, he'll wear number 23, but he was listed to start. The full forward is Darren Giles, and completing the lineup then number 15 Dan Leach. And the Downs, they line out as follows. In goals, number 1 Trevor Martin. The full back line, Peter Murray's at 2, Charlie Drum the full back at 3, and Ian Burke is at 4. The half back line is Joe Moran at 5, Kieran Nolan the centre half back at 6, and Oisin Murphy at 7. Middle of the field, Jonathan Lynham wears 8, and he's partnered by Conor Coughlin wearing 9. In the half forward line, Ian Martin's at 10, Andrew Kilmartin the centre half forward 11, and Kevin Sullivan's at 12. And the inside line, Luke Laughlin at 13, Niall Mitchell at 14, and Philip Martin completes the Downs line of wear number 15. And our referee for today's game, Declan Nugent from Maryland. James, the matchups here are going to be so crucial, and you know it's very hard to see who's a favourite. Will the game in the quarterfinals stand to the Downs? Will Kinnegad suffer by having sat out for the extra couple of weeks? Will they have used it to maybe refresh themselves and have it a go? Because for them, as well, the championship really starts now. What do you make of this one?
Yeah, well, I suppose they're all the questions that both teams will be asked themselves as they come into it. We were here watching the Downs versus Athlone. and Athlone play a similar style to Kinnegad. Like, in fairness, they drop a lot of lads back, they break hard, so the Downs will have been used to coming up against that in the last game, do you know, or whatever, 2 games ago, whatever it was. So that'll definitely stand to them. Will they learn is the second thing. You know, will they be able to change their game plan, just tweak it a little bit to, you know, get on top of, you know, those runners that come from deep, and maybe they can expose it with Niall Mitchell in behind. But and then Kinnegad on the other side, you know, they've had 3 weeks to a month off there, you know, to really hone their skills, you know, get their game plan sorted out, and you know, really coming in under the radar here in the semi-final. And not much, nobody talking about them, not much to be said about them, but I'd say they're raring to go.
Yeah, like on that, James, probably a disappointing group campaign for them, and almost fell into a semi-final. But with the way the results went on the last day, they ended up in the semi-final with it, and maybe surprised certainly a lot of neutral people anyway. Pascal and Jack would have set out the year to get to that position at the start of the year, so they'd be happy with it. But a couple of players coming back in, Owen Bracken and Jason Mackin, and I think they'll actually strengthen up that team.
Well, yeah, that's exactly it. And, like, you know, at the start of the year, I'm sure Kinnegad would have been happy to get into the semi-final. No matter how they did it, you know, they would have been delighted with it. So, you know, they might have fallen over the line to get to the semi-final, but they were there. And as you said, more lads coming back into the team. The couple of weeks there to just fix their game plan, get everything sorted, you know, and come into this, you know, with a show united front. But you know, they're lying in the long grass there now. They're ready to go. A lot of people talking about the Downs and Shamrocks and all these other teams, but Kinnegad will have something to say about it for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Looking at the Downs now as well on the other side, they got players back at the, you know, at the crucial stage of the championship as well. Players away for the summer and stuff like that. None more so than Johnny Lynham and Kevin Sullivan. And you can see that as they've got more game time under their belts, they've improved and really have, you know, added to this Downs lineup.
Yeah, and I suppose the important thing was, lads, you know, they weren't just away; they were overplaying. I think they won the championship over in Chicago, so they were playing, you know, a full championship over there. They're playing plenty of football, and they came back in good shape, you know, ready to go. And sometimes a little break away from Ireland is nice, and you come back into your team is going well, you home, and it gives you a great boost when you see those lads come back in, and you're, you know, going into a quarter-final, semi-final and stuff like that. So yeah, the Downs
and another man, he wasn't travelling, but he's back from injury, and he's going to be crucial, and we'll be talking about him right through the hour, I'm sure, and that's the full forward Niall Mitchell.
Yeah, Niall Mitchell, I was looking at him here against Athlone, and just like the hands that he has is incredible. Like, there's Athlone got an awful lot of lads back in front of him, but still the Downs could find and pick him out. He gets his hands in the ball, and then he can get a lovely little pop pass off to his left or right, or even take his own score, take his mark. You know, he's a handful in there, the size of him and how physical he is in there, but he'll definitely have something to say in this team and in this game.
Yeah, like his combination play with Luke Loughlin in the corner beside him, and you know, they play hurling together, and you know each other almost, you know, from the hurling carry over, and like Luke, if he starts the game with an early score, usually sets the tone for him. And look, there will be a lot of pressure on him, and the Downs will be hoping to, you know, to get him on the ball.
Yeah, and these are the matchups that we're looking at. You know, if I'm the Downs manager, I'm saying get Niall Mitchell, get Luke Loughlin on the ball. If I'm the Kinnegad manager, I'm saying don't let them lads on the ball at any case. So those are the little matchups and the small things that we have to be looking at throughout the game.
And we'll wait for our on Naveen now as both sides gather. Formalities now out of the way. We just see the toss, I think, I thought the toss had been taking place already, but it looks like Luke Loughlin is going over there now with the Coralstown Kinnegad captain Darren Giles. Bit of a breeze out there, James. It's going to favour the side playing from left to right into the apartments end here. Not a huge breeze, but still it will have an impact on it.
Yeah, we're looking out here. We're looking at the flags over the far side. It seems to be blowing from left to right down into the apartment end. But as we said before, this is a beautiful day for a game of football. You know, you'd love to be out there yourself. The pitch looks well. Both teams just going through the last formalities there now, and we're going to be soon into a right good game of football, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll just see what way they're going to break. Both of them gone into the huddle for the last couple of seconds. But you look at both these sides. Kinnegad last year in the county final, the Downs the year before won the county title, so plenty of experience there. Both of these, you know, whoever gets over this one today will go into the county final, you know, with every opportunity and chance to win it.
Yeah, well, I think in fairness, the four best sides in the county are in the semi-finals. You know, the Downs, Kinnegad, St. Lawrence and Thurles. You know, you always earn your way there. Whoever ends up there at the end of the year, that's who earns it. You know, that's who deserves it. So we'll see who deserves to get into the final today after this 60 minutes here, hopefully.
Yeah, and it looks like the Downs are going to play with the aid of the breeze. You can see Luke Loughlin and their forwards gone inside onto the goal on the right. Niall Mitchell is what he has been doing pretty much any game he's played in the championship so far. He's gone in for the throw up, and I see the full back Daniel Woods has gone out to mark him, so I'd say they will be getting well acquainted with each other throughout this game. Breen Cooney has also gone to the middle of the field for the throw-in, so
yeah, the matchups are going to be important. I see Owen O'Brien's after going all the way in on Luke Loughlin there. Maybe they're thinking he's going to go out the field a little bit, Luke, and try and get ball. But the matchups, we'll figure them out over the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, Declan Nugent has thrown the ball up, and Breen Cooney wins it and gets the first foul. And Owen Bracken is coming forward as well now, just pops it off here now. Chance for James Maxwell to get in. It's laid back then as far as Jack Torpy, and after 20 seconds, James, we have the opening score, so we hope that's the pattern set for it. You know, and good attack there from Coralstown Kinnegad, kept the possession, driving forward from the back, and finished over the bar very well there by Jack Torpy.
Yeah, I'd say we'll see loads of that. You know, plenty of running. You know, a young team, Kinnegad, plenty of running through to get the man in the right position, and the ball he clips it over the bar. It's a great start from Kinnegad.
Yeah, the Downs have gone short with their first kick out. Charlie Drum just lays it on here now to Conor Coughlin, who pops it back there as far as Ian Martin. It goes across to the centre. Rushy Murphy hands it down, just settling down players, getting their first touch. Andrew Kilmartin back to Charlie Drum again, and Ian Burke is there heading across the field just outside his own 45, and a chance now for Kieran Nolan as he charges down the far side. And Downs trying to break through, but opportunity here now. Kevin Sullivan coming forward into a little bit of space. Darren Giles trying to get back on him. There's a lot of red jerseys around them, but they do hold the possession now. And good work there by Coralstown Kinnegad. Set them up on the 45, and then loose arm in there from Daniel Woods. He connected in the back of Niall Mitchell's head. So Mitchell, a good loud roar, goes to ground and a free, and Luke is already making his way out of fancy system with the left foot.
Yeah, they were unlucky there, Kinnegad. You see, you know, their game plan already. You know, when the Downs have the ball, they get most of their players in between the two 45s, and they're sitting back with one sweeper. Then everyone else is matched up man to man. I thought they did a good enough job there, but as you say, just a wild hand gives the free to Luke. We'll see if we can stick it over.
Yeah, Robin a couple of metres, fires this one in with the left foot, and James, I said it at the very start, if Luke gets a score early doors, normally sets the tone of the game for him, so certainly the Downs would have been hoping for him to get on the ball early, so he's had his point, one apiece after 2 minutes. Stephen McNevin with his first kick out launches it out, hanging in the air. Look, the push in the back there. There was Johnny Lynham and Darren Giles there, and the referee right on top of things awards the free, and then a little bit of descent there, and not bring it now on the Kinnegad man to get the ball, and it's brought forward now, and Shane Fleming. It drives managers mad, that James. A harmless free out in the middle of the field close to the side, and is now brought within kicking distance.
Yeah, and in fairness to Shane Fleming, he's well able to kick this over from here. It's about 50 yards out ish, something like that, but he's well able, so yeah, Downs management will be raging over that. Yeah, first chance now for Shane as he fires this with the right foot, probably a little bit out of his range, forcing it. Is going to be kept in play. Matter because the referee signalled it was a pull back there by one of the Coralstown Kinnegad forwards, but I think he's allowed the ball to go wide because Trevor Martin has it out on the 20-metre line anyway, and referee allows the play to go on. Kieran Nolan carrying it forward, back in there, stops, turns back, just holds the possession back to Anna Burke. Anna
fisted back here, and the Downs go really from the left all the way back to the right. Here now is a chance for Oisin Murphy. Pops it on now as far as Ian Martin. Ian goes inside, takes the return pass from Charlie Drummond, has support over on that far side where Conor Coughlin is loitering over there, has the possession, just stops back, pops it back to Charlie Drummond. On to Johnny Lynham. Johnny looking up to see if there's anything on inside, just holds the ball, and again no real press on him. Kinnegad quite prepared to let the Downs have the ball out that middle part of the field, but Downs trying to get through here now, and a chance for Conor Coughlin with a runner coming in. Finds Kevin Sullivan. Kevin goes to the ground, but referee sees nothing wrong with the tackle there, and Josh Gahan comes away with the ball, pops it on, but bravery there from James Maxwell as he went down on that ball and does very well, and it's now with Jack Torpy puts it through the hands here now, and the latest on it is Shane Fleming.
Yeah, and they did it the right time that time at Kinnegad. They got men around the ball, no lazy hand, just shut out the opportunity for Kevin O'Sullivan and take the turnover.
Yeah, Coralstown Kinnegad will come forward, just coming forward slowly now, just allowing the Downs now on the other side to get men back behind. Daniel Woods has it here, he has Shane Fleming here in a little bit of space. Fleming looks around and Kinnegad trying to stretch this Downs defence, going from sideline to sideline. The ball is with David Childs over there now, pops it in and takes the return pass and lays it on now to Shane Fleming. Fleming throws his man aside, gets the shot in with the right foot. Dangerous ball inside there. Darren Childs in there on the edge of the square, but the referee awarded the free one. Maybe not a bad option, just pop one in front of the big man in there and see can you cause a little bit of harm.
Yeah, and I don't know about that decision either. The ball was kicked from a long way out, and Darren Giles followed it in, it looked like. You have to just be outside the small square when the ball is kicked. It's not like the old rule where the ball has to be in the square first. So I think he was a little bit unlucky there, Darren Giles, in fairness.
Yeah, but Kinnegad have possession back here now, and they're coming forward towards the D, popping it off now to Darren at that time, under a little bit of pressure. Doesn't get the connection that he was hoping for with that one, and that one has gone harmlessly out over the end line.
No, I just snatched it at Darren Giles there. He just needs to have a bit more patience. They're having plenty of ball here. Can he get around? They just need to get the ball to the right man, and then maybe he can take the shot. But he was running out of options there through the leg of it. Didn't go over, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, from the kick out, Downs do well to get possession back. Johnny Lynham on the breaking ball and just turns back and gives it into Charlie Drum, and Kieran Nolan now has a chance to come forward. He carries in, looking for somebody to make the break forward. No one making the run, so he just holds on to possession, gives it back here now, and they eventually have it here with Ian Martin. Peter Murray was involved there, and now it's the centre half back, Kieran Nolan. Pops it off here now, or Andrew Kilmartin. But again, Coralstown Kinnegad, you can see them just set up sort of between 45 and 65 and trying to put pressure on the Downs.
Yeah, it looks like they're releasing Jason Mackham just to sit in front of the full back line, and everyone else is kind of going man on man, but they're coming back with the ball. So as the ball goes forward, they'll all drop back. As the ball goes back out here now to midfield, Kinnegad lads will push out again. So they're all working together. In fairness, they're well set up, they're well coordinated, they know what they're at. Very, very hard to break down, but you see the Downs going from left to right. They're trying to probe, and then maybe they can get Niall Mitchell inside on the end of something, but he's out around the middle at the moment. But I think this is the way the game is going to go for the next 60 minutes, Ray.
Yeah, Mitchell fisted ball across here this side where Oisin Murphy switches it back inside to Peter Murray and Kieran Nolan now. All bar 4 players inside the Kinnegad defensive half of the field. Kieran Nolan has it again, and he looks up again, see what options are on. No chance to kick pass it forward, so he gives it to Johnny Lynham, and Johnny then looks up and sprays it across here to Oisin Murphy. Oisin pops it on there now as far as Ian Martin, and Ian back into Charlie Drum. Charlie trying to get forward, but again Coralstown Kinnegad get the bodies on the tackle there just around the 45, but a nice ball popped inside where there's a chance for Philip Martin to get a touch here. Nice ball inside now, and a chance of the shot coming in from Oisin Murphy, but that won't bother Stephen McNevin too much, as he's all the time in the world to take it down and start his side on the attack. Daniel Woods has it again, looking around to see what options are there for him. Nothing on the right hand side, so he comes back into the centre. Kinnegad trying to break out at pace now. They come forward with it, get the overlap, and there's a chance now for Kieran Daly Senior to get on the ball. Owen O'Brien is charging forward there as well, but Kieran keeping going, stumbles and heads towards the 20 metre line. Nice ball popped inside, and Owen Bracken was on the ball. I think Owen might himself have been a little bit disappointed the referee blew the whistle there, because I think he was about to pull the trigger on that one.
Yeah, but there's the Kinnegad game plan. They got everyone back behind the ball. The Downs struggled to break them down. Eventually, they kicked the ball into the corner. The Downs, they got turned over eventually, and then Kinnegad just break. And they break at pace. They break with numbers, and like that, they're trying to get someone at the very end of the move, or can they, engineer a free kick or something like that? They got the free kick, pulled wide, unfortunately.
Yeah, a great opportunity there for Dan Leach, would have from the 20-metre line, and unfortunately, suiting the right foot of kicker now, but he just didn't get the connection he was hoping for there, and left and wide. It remains at a point apiece after 9 minutes as Charlie Drum takes the kick out short, pops it off now to Conor Coughlin, and Coughlin over to the far side where Kieran Nolan has a chance to come forward. Again, the Downs with the possession. They're still back inside their own 65 as Johnny Lynham pops it across here as far as Oisín Murphy. Oisín come back inside, holds the ball back to Peter Murray. Murray with Charlie Drum making the run down the centre, finds him. Charlie looks up as he comes towards the Coralstown Kinnegad 45, has his jersey tugged. He goes to ground, referee has blown the whistle, doesn't allow the advantage to go, so he's going to pull it back. And even though this is not going to suit the left-footed kicker, Luke has gone over there immediately, and again straight away doesn't go with the kick, but sees that Mitchell makes the run. What a jump by the big man, but goes to ground, had no support in around him, and Coralstown Kinnegad swarm him, and they turn the possession over now, and see, get the numbers forward here now. Liam Daly is carrying it forward, great pace from the number 7. Luke Loughlin is trying to get back on him, but Daly carries it forward, but he's outnumbered 3-1, and then gives it back, and good tracking back there by Conor Coughlin, gets the possession, and Luke is back there still and takes the return passes. Dan Leach gets a tackle on the number 13. But good work from Luke there, tracked back a long way and got to turn the possession back over for the Downs.
Yeah, really good. And I suppose you see the advantage of Niall Mitchin there. That was actually a good opportunity. Good quick free kick into him, and he got the ball. He was unlucky not to get it free, I thought, to be fair. The lad's hanging over him. But if the Downs can do that and he can get the pass off the shoulder, it's definitely an option that they could utilise there, and then potentially be 1-on-1 with the goalie. But you see the game plans from both teams here. Kinnegad, they're just really trying to break that as fast as they can. But they're going well so far.
Yeah, the Downs have the possession here, but are forced to go back out. They're back now into their own half of the field here. Peter Murray looks up. He has Kieran Nolan making the run. And over on the far side is Charlie Drum, calls for it and gets the ball. And Charlie with a little bit of space over there on the far side as he heads towards the sideline. Coming on the loop around then is Conor Coughlin. In fact, I think that's Ian Burke. Ian, a nice ball inside here now, and then the fisted ball in towards Mitchell. Yeah. Oh yeah, this time he does get the call. Daniel Woods had a hold of him. Mitchell, I think we said about it here, he man is almost like an octopus. James, he can hold a man off and he can take the ball with great strength, great power. And that time he was trying to turn his man and take it, and Woods fouled him, and an opportunity now for it, and it looks like Niall's going to take it himself on the right foot.
Yeah, that's the advantage of him there. He has a way of holding you off, but still his arms are still long enough to get onto the ball and put you under pressure. I don't know how you mark him, to be honest with you. Daniel Woods did as good as he could there. You get a handful of them, see what happens, but unfortunately he just made it too obvious that time, and then the free in.
Yeah, Niall taps that one over the bar. That's his first score. 2 points to 1 after almost 12 minutes of the clock. I thought when we got a score inside the opening 25 seconds, I thought we might have had a bit of an open game, but it has gone, I think, pretty much what we expected. Bad kick out here from Stephen McNevin though, and it's won back there by Ian Martin. He pops it into Luke, and Luke lays it off there now to Joe Moore, and Joe gives the one inside. There's a shot coming in there from Ian Martin there, but he didn't just get the connection on it, and comfortable there for the Coralstown defenders, and they have the ball back deep there and a chance to come out of defence, and if they get a chance to come out, they will run with it. Owen Bracken, the number 17, he pops it inside now where David Giles looks up, but David trying to get a ball through to Dan Leach, intercepted there by Johnny Lynham, and Johnny holds the ball, just draws a man, lays it off then to Charlie Drum. Charlie pops it forward here now, but again Downs deciding not to break or come forward with any kind of pace, and that's allowed Coralstown Kinnegad just to get numbers back in behind the ball. 6 players there between the 65 and 45, 6 defenders, and the Downs play it across here now where Kieran Nolan has Ian Martin down on his right hand side, decides not to use him, goes back into the centre and has a man, Peter Murray, over there on the far side. If he wants to use him, he does pop it on to him, and Murray comes forward. Again, just recycling now. Kieran Nolan His time just to come across the pitch. A couple of teammates coming in support. One of them is Andrew Kilmartin. Andrew combining with Kieran. Ball goes to ground. Kinnegad trying to step in, put pressure on the ball, but Conor Coughlin retains it, gives it on to his midfield partner Johnny Lynham. Johnny goes across the Coralstown Kinnegad 65, pops on inside now, continued his run, but nothing opening up yet further downs, and they'll try coming to the right here now where Conor Coughlin has it. Conor, first ball inside, Niall Mitchell grabs it, Daniel Woods is all over him, but Mitchell shrugs him off and with the left foot plays a nice little ball through, works out, but then the red jerseys swarm around it there immediately on it, and they have the possession, one back there. Again, Darren Giles, he's the full forward. He was back all the way in defence there and gets the turnover now. Kinnegad try to come forward. Owen O'Brien, he'll carry it forward. Darren Giles is off his shoulder on the left hand side, but Owen just keeps going. Now he decides to pop it on to Giles. Darren has a look at the post with the left foot. He hits it, but it's off the outside of the left foot. They're great when they go over, but when they go like that, you hear the groan from the crowd there.
Yeah, it's unlucky, but then you see the defensive structure there again from Kinnegad. You know, that's their bread and butter. Kind of a dribbly ball into the top of the D there, and Kinnegad just absolutely converging you from all sides. You know, the 4, 5, 6 lads around you. No foul, as we said in the first minute, to get the ball off you, and then they break hard. But that's their game plan in a nutshell. Yeah,
Trevor Martin with the kick out over on the far side, looking for Kevin Sullivan, but beats him out over the sideline. Line ball on the down 65 metre line over on the far side of the field, front of the terrace, and then off the ball. The referee saying there's a tug back on one of the Kinnegad forwards. Does it bring Jack Torpy goes to ground. Jack's not going to take the free, he's going to leave it, probably going to leave it for Darren Giles to go across and take it with the left foot. Again, good refereeing there by Declan Nugent, sets the marker. Young players know they're not going to get away with the pulling and dragging off the ball, so stamp it out good and early.
Yeah, and that's another annoying one from the Downs there. Do you know, there's a sideline ball, there's not much on there at all. It looked like he was going to have to just kick a 50-50, and then they get a free 30-35 yards from goal.
Yeah, Darren Giles going to kick this one with his left foot. Again, just going through his routine. And forward gets good height in it, but I think that one is the umpires are looking at it. Yes, I think the signal is it's over the bar. Good kick from the number 14. So nice score there. Just ties up, but again, so frustrating, as you say, James.
Yeah, I'm just looking in the middle of the pitch there now. It looks like Brian Cooney has his jersey almost ripped off and whatever was going on off the ball. But yeah, those are the frustrating ones. They were, a point up, and they just gave them a handy point there. Darren Giles does a business, sticks it over the bar from the free.
Yeah, Kieran Nolan has the possession over there. The Downs with it. They've been pushed back towards their own goal. Johnny Lynham has it, and he decides to pop it back to the goalkeeper. As Trevor Martin. Trevor on to Aina Burke here now. Aina gone from the left corner back over here into the right side and has the possession, carries it forward, goes into the tackle. Coralstown trying to get a turnover there, but Aina does well and pops it on now to Kieran Nolan, gives it off as far as Ian Martin. Through the hands it goes now, and then the centre half forward is Andrew Kilmartin. He pops it back to Ian Martin again, and over to the far side where Charlie Drum has been in a little bit of space over there for a couple of seconds looking for that ball, and he gets it and pops it on now to Conor Coughlin. Coughlin with it, a ball that's hanging in the air. Good defensive there by Owen O'Brien, who's back picking up Luke Loughlin, kept his eye on the ball as it came in over his shoulder, got a fist on it, gone out over the sideline. Line ball for the Downs. This line ball is about 25 metres or so out from the goals.
Yeah, Kinnegad won't mind that. I'm just watching, stuff that's going on off the ball, players dropping back in and drifting across. But I think if the Downs can find their spare man, they have a spare man in around that middle area all the time. If they can find him quicker, they'll get more opportunity to go at Kinnegad on the far side of the pitch. But it's taken them just a little bit too long to find him in the end. It was Charlie Drum that time over on the far touchline. They're just taking it's too slow to get them. Look, I see here again it's happening, but 2 or 3 solos and then that option is cut off. So if they can find them a bit quicker, they might make hay.
Yeah, Oisin Murphy now carries it forward, he lays it inside to Ian Martin. Luke has gone across from one side of the field to the other. Speculative shot there, and Steve McNevin, good hands there, grabs it and pops it off immediately to Kieran Daly, and through the hands Jason Mackin. And we see, as you said, Kinnegad get possession. We see all the red jerseys with the exception of 3 players back in the back line. Everybody's breaking forward. They have possession here now with David Giles, and Giles over to the far side, and Alternatively, you have the Downs players now all gone back behind the ball as the play slows down. But Kinnegad have it now with Owen Bracken. He pops it off here now to Jason Mackin. Jason crosses the 45 the Downs, lays it back inside to Bracken again. Bracken looks up and then treads a little ball inside. Definitely, I think that Brian Coney is going to certainly need a new jersey very shortly, because we can see the whole front ripped off, and as he came out with the ball then, referee lets it go and Breen comes on to possession again. Nice little ball inside, takes the return pass, but Downs trying to close him down, but he gets a shot in off his left foot. That's a lovely score from Cumberland. He was involved a couple of times in that play. I think they're going to have to get a replacement jersey for him, and I see one coming in. Certainly O'Neill's Kinnegad will be on the phone to O'Neill's, and we get over this and we're looking for a new number 11 jersey.
Yeah, he shook off a few tacklers, and I think the jersey was trying to tackle him as well, to be fair. It was nearly out over his arm at one stage, but he got the left boot and stuck it over the bar, so fair play to him for playing on and getting on with it.
Number 32 jersey now he's wearing is Brian Coney. I see Ken McNevin, one of the selectors down there, coming in with the jersey for him. So kick-out's already been taken. The Downs have the possession back here, but again they're deep inside their own 45, and again Charlie Drum seems to be that out ball over there on that far side. He has room now to come forward, and no better man to come down at pace, and he gives a nice ball inside now where Conor Coughlin has it. Coughlin lays it off to Andrew Kilmartin. Quick ball inside.
Then he stopped it.
Yeah, then Daniel Wood stepped in there. I think he was being pulled back as the ball get him, but Kinnegad, I think, would have preferred if that been let come with the ball, because they were on the move forward straight away as soon as they got the possession back. James, it's a hard game to play that, up and down the field the whole time. You're asking a huge amount of players to cover the ground up and down the field.
Yeah, it's difficult, and I suppose that's the way football has gone in a lot of cases. Loads of lads back, but that was better from the Downs that time. They got the ball quick to the far sideline there. It was Charlie Drum that time again, and he eats up the ground, the run, and they're harsh enough, I suppose, to throw ball their call, but it was certainly better from them anyway.
Dan Leach is trying to wiggle away from a couple of them. Danny might have missed an opportunity from a free earlier on, but that time he did it all himself. He was trying to wiggle free, just get a little bit of space. Downs defender was trying to keep him onto his left foot, which will be seen as his weaker side, but good backed himself, fires over the bar. 4 points to 2 now for Kinnegad, and again playing against the breeze. They'll be happy enough with how this opening 20 minutes has gone.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a swirly sort of a breeze. I think they're well on top defensively anyway, and look, they're picking the Downs off. The Downs have an awful lot of the ball, but they're not doing a whole pile with it. Kinnegad have less of the ball, but they've got 4 points on the board.
Luke Loughlin is coming on the attack here. 2 red jerseys attracted towards him, and then push on the back there. Correct refereeing there. Yeah, good officiating there by Declan Newton. You can see as that ball come in, the Downs player just pushes his man on the back. Free out one, and Darren Giles has it here now, and Shane Fleming is there in support. Shane just holds the ball, goes back. 3 players off the shoulder here. Right corner back there is Kieran Daly, and Kieran just lays it off here now to David Giles. David comes to the centre. He has Owen O'Brien here on this side, and Owen carries it into the Downs half of the pitch, looks around and pops it back now to David Giles again. They go across to the right where Brian Coney, wearing that number 32 jersey, holds the possession, tries to get inside Charlie Drum, and he slips him, and he's gone inside the 45. Downs trying to get back, and good tracking back there, and good tackling there by Charlie Drum, because Brian maybe had a chance to pull the trigger there, but he tried to carry it on just a little bit further and got turned over. Good defending there by the Downs, and they have a chance now to come forward. Again, we see Kinnegad gets set up straight away. Johnny Lynham has the possession here now. Again, Darren Giles trying to make life awkward for him, but he pops it off now as far as Ian Martin, and Ian loops around here now, carries it forward towards the 45, pops one inside and continues to run, but again little hand on the ball there, just deflected away from his intended target. And now there's a chance here for Jack Thorpe to get forward. Joey Moore trying to come back on, and the ball is given back inside to James Maxwell with bodies coming around him, switches the play with a long kick pass across here to Liam Daly. It hops a little bit awkwardly for Liam, but he gets it under control, carries it forward. 3 defenders from the Downs Two attackers for Coralstown Kinnegad. Darren Giles is one of the attackers. He gives a nice ball inside to his brother David. David just holding the ball. Has a man spare over on the far side if they get it out to him. But Shane Fleming steps in and he takes possession. And Shane has a look with the right foot. Fires it in. Dangerous ball. Oh, Breen Cooney, I think he just lost the flight of it in it. But Trevor Martin had to be vigilant. Did well, handled it safely and took it away from the square there. But again, just varying up a little bit there for Coralstown Kinnegad.
Yeah, I always think, those kind of balls are always worth a try, 1 or 2 a half, anything could happen, the keeper could drop that, someone could get a flick on, anything like that could happen. So, especially in quite a defensive game that we're looking at, and that ball like that is no harm at all.
Yeah, Niall Mitchell is out around the middle of the field with the possession, and the Downs have it again. Joe Moran pops it back, but they're forced to go back here, and then eventually we'll find Oisin Murphy here on this side. Oisin steps back inside. Kieran Nolan comes forward again, but just slows the ball down. And at this stage now, I think pretty much every Coralstown Kinnegad player is back between the ball and their goals. And Kieran Nolan with nowhere to run just runs back and gives it back to Peter Murray, and they try it again here now with Oisin Murphy. And again, go across to the far side where Éanna Burke now carries it forward. Éanna has Joy Moore ready to take the pass. Just carries it forward, and then ball is popped inside, and Luke has it. He's forced to jump high for it. Does well. It's on his right foot. Can he get the shot in? He does indeed. Nice point this time from player for Luke Loughlin. They were patient that time, did well and got the score.
Yeah, well, that's it. When the team has everyone behind the ball, like Kinnegad did in that case, they had 15 men behind the ball, you got to be patient. But then when you get an opportunity to go one-on-one, you're going to have to take that opportunity. I think it was Conor Coughlin set it off over that far side. He was one-on-one. He took the man on. He got the ball to Luke. I know it was a bit awkward for him, but Luke coming off the shoulders all was very, very dangerous, and he does the right thing, flicks the ball over the bar. But that's more like it from the Downs.
Yeah, and Coralstown Kinnegad now do well on the kick out, trying to get forward here now with David Giles. Looked like he was being fouled, but referee plays nice advantage, and Breen Cooney now in a little bit of space as he comes towards the D. Has to stop and turn back on his right foot, gets the shot in. Lovely score from Breen Cooney. Hadn't much room there, and from almost a standing position backed himself and got it just inside the upright. Nice response there from Coralstown Kinnegad.
Yeah, and Breen Cooney's well able to do that. I watched him a couple of times in the Westmeath under 20 games, and that's his bread and butter there. He stays out around the middle, floats around, works very hard, but when he gets an opportunity to go into a bit of space of that, he takes it. He goes all the way. You saw him, his lovely deft touch there, a bit of a dummy solo, and flicks it over the bar. But it's a solid hit there now.
Yeah, Kieran Nolan carrying the ball down the line there, and he knew that the Coralstown Kinnegad defender was coming towards him. He laid it back in a little bit blindly. Liam Daly is going to plead his innocence that the Downs man ran into him, but I don't think it was just that simple, Liam. But he's going to go into the referees know about the linesman and maybe going to have a word with him, I think. Yellow card. One of those on James.
Yeah.
It's very hard to expect the wing back to step out of the way and let the player come forward. And Kieran Nolan, in fairness, had laid the ball back in, so blindly back to the right or to his left and ran into the tackle there. But look, hopefully he'll be back on his feet. He's down there right below us, getting a little bit of treatment as the player.
Yeah, I've been there a million times. In fairness to Liam, if you let him go, people are saying, why'd you let him go? If you stop him like that, you're under risk of a yellow or a black card. Liam Daly, he stood his ground there and he picks up a yellow card for it, but I suppose it was fair enough.
Yeah, the Downs have taken the free now and they have the possession. They've gone all the way across to the left hand side, and they're coming back here now with Johnny Lynham and Niall Mitchell. Mitchell's come out the field trying to get more involved. Daniel Woods has tracked him pretty much everywhere he has gone, and he's trying to get back behind him, in front of him as well, to stop the shot coming in. And the Downs work it again. Johnny Lynham, quick hands on as far as Ian Martin. Now can he get the shot in? But again, Josh Gahan did very well there to come across. He put pressure on him, and the Downs man, that one on target. Good work there by Coralstown Kinnegad, and you can see the discipline in their defending there.
Yeah, well, that's it. What they're saying is you're not coming down the middle. You can go down the sides all you want, but do not come down here our middle. And you see that again and again. Anytime the ball goes in the middle, the 4, 5, 6 that is conversion in the player. They're happy enough to let you down the sideline, and they'll be happy enough with the Downs taking shots like that from the wing.
Oh, great take, one-handed there by Johnny Lynham, and now he's on the return pass, coming forward, gives it inside. Oh, Daniel Woods there. I'm looking around me in the press box here, and there's a couple of former players, and they don't know whether that was really a free or not. But Daniel Woods, give him credit, he read the situation there, and Niall Mitchell just tried to let the ball run through, but referee did call the free, and a free for Coralstown Kinnegad. But a great catch there in the middle of the field by Johnny Lynham, one-handed.
Yeah, Johnny, the athleticism of Johnny Lynham was unbelievable there, and to try and get the ball into Niall Mitchell. Daniel Woods does the right thing in front. He gets out in front, he gets the hand to it. I think Declan Nugent has been a little bit harsh on Niall Mitchell there. The two boys are having a good old battle in there. I want to see them let at it and have a go at each other. They're two big fellas, two big boys playing senior championship football. Let them at it, Declan. We'll see what happens. But soft frees like that either way, I don't think we want those.
Yeah, and Mangan is in the press box here beside as well, and I think as a forward he was kind of disappointed that the forward didn't get the benefit of the doubt. But Declan Nugent's side, it was a free out, and Coralstown Kinnegad have come a long way down the field. David Giles just back as far as Liam Daly, and Liam just straightens the line, gives it in where there's a big run made there by Owen Bracken inside the 13-metre line, and then fisted ball inside. Liam Daly has continued to run, and the ball is going to cross. He might have come back off the upright. Danger here. Brian Cooney has it. Oh, he's hit the bar. It comes back out, and great blocking then by Niall Mitchell. Super play, but how did that not end up on the back end on a couple of occasions? But let's see, game starting to open up a little bit. Let's see if the Downs now can come forward with a little bit of pace. They have it out here now with Conor Coughlin. Darren Giles trying to just slow him up, gets it tackled in, but again the referee says not a. But go back to how did that not end up on the back of the net?
Oh, the goal was absolutely screaming, and in fairness to Brian Cooney, there's a couple of people in his way, but he engineered the shot, buries it, hits the black spot in the middle of the bar, bounces back out, and the Downs get another block and they're gone. What a piece of play from Kinnegad. They went down the end line, engineered the shot, but they were very, very unlucky there.
Now Johnny Lynham is inside Johnny, a little bit of space, pops the ball off. Now there's a goal chance at the other end, and Ian Martin has finished it to the back of the net. Oh, a big swing, a big swing.
It's unbelievable, we've seen this in games all throughout the championship. We've been here a couple of times where it says, really close, missed on one end, the other team comes up to the far end, back of the net, and the Downs will be delighted there. Now the Downs have had most of the ball. Kinnegad are unbelievable defending. They've had most of the ball. They probably ruined an awful lot of those missed chances, but they get the one goal chance and they stick it in the back of the net. Really good finish by Ian Martin.
1 minute of additional time is the call. Owen O'Brien now has the ball for Coralstown Kinnegad. The Downs go into the lead 1-3 to 5 points. It's Shane Fleming with 3 defenders shutting that gap on him. Then he pops a nice ball inside where O'Brien is on it again, carries it forward. Johnny Lynham trying to get the tackle in. Johnny does well, just forces the Coralstown Kinnegad man towards the side. Nice ball inside to Darren Giles with Shane Fleming off the shoulder. Darren on his weaker right foot backs himself, fires it in high. Brian Cooney's under, trying to keep an eye, and gets a fist on it. I think it's gone out over the end line and wide there. But again, James, they have done what you said. They've popped in a couple of high balls in there, and you see it again. A little bit of a panic on the high ball there. Anything can happen, but that time just had a little bit too much on it, gone out over the end line.
Yeah, and both teams kind of ramping up the pace of their play, in the last 5 minutes, and it's gone a bit disjointed. A lot of pace, a lot of power going through the middle. These two teams have just such good runners on either side that when they get going, it really opens up a defence. But the game got a little bit disjointed there for 5 minutes, and really, really entertaining. So hopefully we'll get more of that now in the second half.
Yeah, and the referee I think is going to have a look at the watch and probably blow the half-time whistle, and with that he does, just as it was getting a little bit exciting. But look, 1-3 to 5 points. Downs playing with the breeze. The goal has probably just been a lifeline for them, looking not to concede at the other end. But both sets of managers will go in here now, really nothing between the sides, nothing yet decided, and still this game very much anyone's game so far.
Yeah, I spent a couple of years with Jack Cooney in there, in Westmeath, and he always says just be in the game at half time. They're 1 point behind. They'll be raging with that goal, I'd say. They really were on top in their defence for the entire game. The Downs had all the ball, but just couldn't unlock that defence for it. They unlocked it once and they got their goal. So I'd be saying to the Downs, if you can get your runners on the ball, they've got Kieran Nolan there, Joe Moore and John Lynham, Conor Coughlin, all these boys, if they can get off each other's shoulders, get running at the Kinnegad defence to definitely can open it up a little bit better. But I think, to be honest, Kinnegad will probably be a little bit happier going in at half time. The Downs with a little bit of work to do against the wind, but they certainly can do it if they can, get those runners off the shoulder and go down, the barrel with Kinnegad's defence.
The way both of these sides play, the wind really doesn't affect them as such, James. They put the ball through the hands, they keep it short. There's no such thing as kick passing in 50 yards or anything like that. So really, it probably won't be that much of an impact on the second half. But that goal, coming at the time we did when Breen Cooney had a great opportunity, did everything right except he shot in about probably 6 inches too high. That was the only thing that he did wrong. He did well to get the space, didn't get blocked down, got the shot in off the bar. 5 points for them, 2 for Brian Cooney, 1 for Jack Thorpe, 1 for Darren Giles and 1 for Dan Leach. And then for the Downs, the goal from Ian Martin, 2 from Luke Loughlin, 1 from free and 1 then from free from Niall Mitchell. Hasn't really opened up. We'll be hoping for a lot more in the second half.
Yeah, and that's what Kinnegad to be looking at. If Brian Cooney had buried that in the back of the net, it would have been 1-5 to 3 points, going in at half time. They would have been delighted with that. But we've seen games swing on such fine margins, all throughout the championship. That little miss down there, it hits the bar. They come back up, the Downs come back up the field, and they're buried in the back of the net, and now they're 1 point up going in at half time. So games just swing on such fine margins all the time. But I think you're right, Ray. Both teams they're doing very little kicking, in fairness. The middle of the pitch between the two 45s, there's probably 20 players there at all times, you know what I mean? So the kick passing isn't on as much. They move through the hands, so maybe the wind won't make that much of a difference to Kinnegad the way they play.
Yeah, well, look, we're going to take a break here on commentary at half time, where it is in this Shay Murtagh Senior Football Championship semi-final, the first of the semi-finals. It is the Downs who are in the lead in the narrowest of margins, 1-3. The Coralstown Kinnegad's 5 points, and we'll be back for the second half.
TEG, proud sponsors of TEG Cusack Park, serving aviation, biopharmaceuticals and medical industries across the globe. TEG has been to the fore in the fight against COVID-19 with our customers and partners. A local business employing local people. Visit teg.com/careers to learn more. Wishing all our GAA patrons a safe passage through the championship.
Seventh Coaches, proud sponsor of Westmeath GAA Hurling Championships. Clark's Bar, wishing all teams the very best today. MJ Stone Building and Developments, proud sponsor of Westmeath GAA.
Cusack Park pitch is 145 metres long. Imagine 3 of these bridge beams would make up the length of the pitch. Now transport 30 of them from Harney to Kildare. A challenge overcome by a great team with the support of a great community. My name is Pat Barrett, Project Manager, Shay Murtagh Precast.
TEG, proud sponsors of TEG Cusack Park, serving aviation, biopharmaceuticals and medical industries across the globe. TEG has been to the fore in the fight against COVID-19 with our customers and partners. A local business employing local people. Visit teg.com/careers to learn more. Wishing all our GAA patrons a safe passage through the championship.
Seventh Coaches, proud sponsor of Westmeath GAA Hurling Championships. Clark's Bar, wishing all teams the very best today. MJ Stone Building and Developments, proud sponsor of Westmeath GA.
Cusack Park pitch is 145 metres long. Imagine 3 of these bridge beams would make up the length of the pitch. Now transport 30 of them from Harney to Kildare. A challenge overcome by a great team with the support of a great community. My name is Pat Barrett, Project Manager, Shay, Murtagh, Precast.
TEG, proud sponsors of TEG Cusack Park, serving aviation, biopharmaceuticals and medical industries across the globe. TEG has been to the fore in the fight against COVID-19 with our customers and partners, a local business employing local people. Visit teg.com/careers to learn more. Wishing all our GA patrons a safe passage through the championship.
Seventh Coaches, proud sponsor of Westmeath GA Hurling Championships. Clark's Bar, wishing all teams the very best today. MJ Stone Building and Developments, proud sponsor of Westmeath GA.
Cusack Park pitch is 145 metres long. Imagine 3 of these bridge beams would make up the length of the pitch. Now transport 30 of them from Harney to Kildare. A challenge overcome by a great team with the support of a great community. My name is Pat Barrett, Project Manager, Shay, Murtagh, Precast.
TEG, proud sponsors of TEG Cusack Park, serving aviation, biopharmaceuticals and medical industries across the globe.
here for the second half. James Dolan just said to me we might need lights. It's gone very dark, that's for sure, James. So we'll see how it goes. But Coralstown Kinnegad a little bit slow and coming back out onto the field. But both sides, I don't think there's any changes anyway. See from both sides, players that started the opening half are still all finished the half are all there. See Dan Leach down below us here, he's looking for something, whether it's a pair of gloves,
looking for their gloves, Ray.
so obviously getting a drizzle of rain down here. All the players now looking for them.
Yeah, no, when the scoreboard starts glowing like that, Ray, it's getting dark.
Not a good sign. We can, and on our left hand side we can see the Dunstores green lights warming up. Free advertising for Dunstores here, Jim. We'll have to look for something off them. Yeah, we'll have to look for something from them. But anyway, Declan Nugent's out there now in the middle of the field. You know, and the thing about this, James, if this ends up in a draw, we're here for extra time.
Yeah.
So it's
we've had a couple of extra times now already in the championship. Intermediate championship, senior championship. So we'll see how far we go after the next 30 minutes.
Yeah. Declan has the ball over there now and he's ready, and again the full back and the full forward Niall Mitchell and Daniel Woods haven't left each other's side for the whole game, and ball thrown up and Brian Cooney goes high there, and it looked like he maybe banged his head off the ground, but he's getting up very gingerly, but the Downs win the ball, and Luke Loughlin is trying to spin his man over on the far side. Owen O'Brien trying to slow him down, trying to show him in the tight side. Then Luke looks up, tries to play a ball across into the centre, but good covering back there by the Coralstown Kinnegad man, and this time Brian Cooney is fouled. Johnny Lynham fouls him there as Cooney took the ball back on his own 45. But again, good defending there by Coralstown Kinnegad. Like Owen O'Brien made sure that Luke Loughlin didn't get by him, forced him towards the line, and the ball across in the centre intercepted, and easy clearance for Coralstown Kinnegad.
Yeah, so he's happy enough to have him. He doesn't want him going back on his left foot. I think that was quite obvious there. You know, Luke went on the right. He tried to pick out a pass, just didn't come off. But as I said, as the ball goes into the middle, Kinnegad are all over that. Yeah,
and Jason Mackin now with the ball, but again forced to go back. Daniel Woods is there shouting for it, and he gets the pass, and again looking up and seeing can they get a spare man over on the far side. He just pops it off here now, and the ball tipped across by Owen Bracken, and a chance here now.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the Downs here. The Downs are gone man on man all over the pitch. They're trying to squeeze that middle section, but when you squeeze the middle section, you leave it the back open.
Yeah, Dan Leach got the ball, but Dan was kind of caught between two minds there. Looked like the opportunity was there for him to pull the trigger, didn't do it at the first attempt. Referee almost gets in the way of one of the Downsmen there. It's Ian Martin, but stepped away from it there and just slows down a little bit of order put on things. A minute and a half into the second half, Kieran Nolan straightens the line now, and there's a chance for Johnny Lynham with a little bit of space in front of Johnny, but again the tackle coming in straight away there from Kieran Daly Senior. Joey Moore picks up the loose ball, and Joey has gone inside the D, pops it off to Luke Loughlin. Luke, this time he goes round on his right foot, and Luke shows that he can pop a score off that right foot. A nice score from the Downs, two to the good, 1 for the 5 points. Nice play there, Johnny Lynham and Joe Moore carrying that ball forward. I think you said it there on the need to do it at pace when they get that ball.
Yeah, when you look up and you see a mass defence like the way Kinnegad have, if you can pull 2 or 3 passes together at pace, that really opens it up. And Johnny Lynham started off, he went off at pace there through the middle, he gets Joe Moore on the shoulder, he makes the little gap, and then Luke Loughlin gets a 1-on-1 at the end, sticks it over the bar. But you have to do an awful lot more of that if you're trying to break this Kinnegad defence down.
Yeah, over on the far side there, looks like Lineston is in talking to the referee. I think there's going a little bit of, is it a throw up ball there? I don't know what it was there, but yeah, he's looking for a couple of players to come out. 2 big men go out. Niall Mitchell, like a basketball player, one-handed. Now they put it through the hands here. There's a chance again coming in, and it's Andrew Kilmartin with the point there. Nice finish there by Kilmartin. 3-point lead for the Downs, James. This is probably the biggest lead we've had all throughout the game.
Yeah, they're after come flying out with the blocks over the second half. As I said, they're gone man on man all over the pitch. They're really squeezing Kinnegad. Kinnegad got through the middle too easy in the first half. I'd say that's what they were saying to themselves. Let's go man on man. Let's squeeze them out around the middle and see if they can break us down. But they're after flying out of traps here. 3 points in as many minutes.
Yeah, and Darren Giles has done well to get a ball and get up off the ground and get him to to his brother David coming forward here. Referee this time with Joey Moran getting the tackles in there on David Giles. Said there's too many steps taken and it's going to be a free out for the Downs. And again, Johnny Murray and his selectors down on our left hand side, they'll be quite happy with how these things have gone. Free out for the Downs. Conor Coughlin has the ball in his hand. He's on his own 45. He has an injury out there for one of the Kinnegad players. An ankle injury. I think maybe walked on the players and the ball was being kicked out there, but
you can see the change in intensity though from the Downs. They're all over the Kinnegad players, all over the pitch, and they took a leaf out of the Kinnegad playbook there. If you're coming down the middle, we're going to take the ball off you. They shut up shop there very, very quick, took the ball off and get their free, and everything's just calmed down here now with the injury. But much better from the Downs at the start of the second half. Really setting out their stall for the second half. They're going to go after Kinnegad.
Yeah, I think the signal is coming to the sideline. I think the injured players. See who it is. I think see who it is with it. Limping fairly strongly anyway. I think the signal is sub is required. We'll see who it is now, just making his way off, but certainly walking very. I think it's Jason Mackin, the player that's coming off, and I don't know whether he's loosened up again, but certainly the signal has come from the physio, and I think even from the referee there that there's a sub needed. So let's see who'll come in. Jason did replace Brian McGrath, and it looks like it is Brian McGrath who's with the number 9 jersey on him, is the man that's going to come into the flame. So that's a reverse of a change that was made before the throw-in. But Mackin again, a young player, good player, great pace, driving forward, but unfortunately his day is over for now anyway.
Yeah, he looks in quite a lot of discomfort there. I don't know whether it was ankle or his knee, but he can't put much weight in it there. But he was unlucky there now. The game gets underway again. Yeah,
and the Downs have the ball over on the far side. Ian Burke coming forward. He's it over inside Conor Coughlin then, just holds him, puts it back. In fact, this is Coughlin with the ball now. That was Oisin Murphy that was over there, but Downs just slowing it right down. They're in the lead now, so they'll say to Coralstown Kinnegad, it's up to you now to come out and put pressure on the ball. We don't mind. But Charlie Drum has it. He's probably going to go back again. Peter Murray coming on the loop around, and Charlie is still there to take the ball, but they do go back as far as the goalkeeper is. Coralstown Kinnegad trying to put the press on. Trevor Martin over to Kieran Nolan, and they go now right from the left hand side of the pitch right across to the right hand side, and they have it over there now, coming back into the centre again. All players, a lot of players bunched in around that 265s, but ball is over on the far side where the Downs quite happy just to hold on to this possession. Charlie Drum was spared this side if they want to use him, and Johnny Lynham then catches the ball and turns and sees a little bit of space in front of him. He's taking on his man Breen Cooney, goes to ground, has support from Kevin Sullivan. Kevin lays it off now, and on now with Luke Loughlin, the man you want on the ball. Luke realised he was going to be caught for over carrying there, and he just had to pop the ball back, not giving it a free, but he just managed to give the possession away. And good defending now by Coralstown Kinnegad. You hope that the crowd to get into it, James, and maybe spark a bit of life into them for the second half.
You see when the Downs go at pace, how the crowd gets into it. That's their bread and butter. That's what they're very, very good at. So you see there, Johnny Lennon goes again, Conor Coughlin off his shoulder, Joe Moran go, Luke Loughlin then. If they can get more of that, they're going to get more opportunities for shots.
Yeah, and Kinnegad here now with Josh Gahan. Josh has fired this one in, and that's a good score. And I know we still have only 7 minutes gone in the second half, but I'd say to you, James, that was a point they badly needed.
Absolutely, and Josh Gannon's great. He has that in his locker. I think he scores a point in almost every game for Kinnegad. Such as his athleticism running up and down in that field. But already a better game, I think, in the second half. Ray. It's a little bit more open. It's a lot more man-on-man battles, and the intensity has gone up. 2 or 3-fold. So definitely more opportunities for scores at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's so much at stake here. One of these teams is going to be their last game of the year as such, and the carrot then to get into the county final. So you'd hope that the shackles would go off and it would open up, and we'd have a real game of football.
Yeah, well, what I was going to say, it is semi-final. One of these teams is going to be out at the end of it. So the last 10-15 minutes of this game, could be absolute mayhem depending on how close or how far the difference is in the scores.
Yeah, Kevin Sullivan has got on the end of an attack here, and he certainly kicked it high enough, but luckily for Kevin, he got it in between the uprights. But again, good play. Ball popped in over the top, a little bit of pace onto it, and the finish then come from Kevin Sullivan.
Yeah, I think they've learned from the first half now. They were a lot slower in possession in the first half. They're going left and right across the middle. You commented on it a couple of times. They're going at pace at Kinnegad in the second half.
Kick out from Stephen McNevin, intercepted by Luke Loughlin. And Luke punished him fully there, stepped inside. The last man in the place, you want to be given a kick out to handy like that inside between 45 and 20 metre line, and carried it forward and fired it over the bar. And I said it earlier at the very, very start of the game, if Luke gets a first score and gets into the game, and he's done that now, 3 from play, 1 from a free.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, Luke's playing very, very well. He's not on the ball all the time, but when he is on the ball, he's just so dangerous. Even that last opportunity where he got dispossessed, the pace that he can go at, he's such a dangerous player. But as you say, 3 points from play, 1 from a free. Luke is right in this game, fairness to him.
Yeah, such a tight game, but that man Josh Gahan sees an opportunity to come forward, lays it off now, and Jack Torpy quickly on to Owen O'Brien, and Owen across the field it goes now. Brian McGrath, the man who was introduced in the last couple of minutes, his first touch, gives it on now to Shane Fleming, but Kinnegad looking up, and then the ball is fired inside. Is there a mark going to be called? There is indeed. Jack Torpy calls the mark, and he needs to take the score here now, because it's gone out to a 4-point lead, 1-7 to 6 points. We're 9.5 minutes into the second half, but Jack got a point in the opening half, and this good opportunity for him as he robs a metre or two, and inside the right foot curls down over the bar. Nice score there from the number 10, and it just keeps them in touch. A 1-score game, 1-7 to 7 points.
Yeah, they need to keep the scoreboard ticking. I see Wayne Fox warming up here as well. A fantastic player for Kinnegad, but they definitely need to keep the scoreboard ticking. Especially the way they play football. Getting, as you said at half time there, it spends so much energy, defending and then breaking, defending and breaking. When you get the ball up here and you get your score, it's important that you can get a good press on there and try and get 2 or 3 points in a row. But definitely the game opening up here.
Yeah, and Andrew Kilmartin now is in possession now in the middle of the field, being tracked and turned back by Owen, good defended by Owen O'Brien there, but down still hold the possession. Kieran Nolan gives it forward to Johnny Lynham and gets a signal for Johnny that he's in a little bit of space to move forward. Brian McGrath is trying to close down some of that space. Downs hold the possession very close to the sideline, pop it back here to Kieran Nolan. It seems to be available to take passes all day long. Charlie Drum signals to East centre half back that there's room over here on this side where Joey Moran had gone further forward. Joey slipped as he came in. Brian Cooney trying to pop it up. Quick hands here now, and the chance comes nicely there for Philip Martin, and lovely score from the number 15. Hasn't been involved much in the game, James, but came into that one nicely and fired over the bar. And I think there's a little bit of urgency down here from the Coralstown Kinnegad bench, because Wayne Fox has been called straight away as soon as that ball went over the bar. But nice play, injection of pace, quick ball. Philip Martin has a look, no one near him, pop it over the bar.
Yeah, it's simple football, when it's played like that. We said they were so slow in the first half, that was moving the ball left and right, and they were going on kind of solo runs by themselves down the sideline. In this half, they're moving the ball fast through the hands, move the ball to the man in the right best position, or who's free. They keep moving it, pop. Luke Loughlin to Niall Mitchell, eventually to Philip Martin, who sticks it over the bar. It's an easy game when it's played like that.
Yeah, just sub coming out here. Jack Torpy is making his way off, and I don't think Jack's too happy with that, because he 1 from play and 1 from a mark, and now Kinnegad on the attack again, and Brian Cooney, I think, pulled back to the ground there. He's not too happy about it. Who fouled him there, but there's an injury there. Getting a little bit touchy here now. There is going to be a free. I think Johnny Lynham, is it? No, Johnny Lynham was standing there, but I don't think it's Conor Coughlin, is it, that's going to get the yellow card? I think it is. Yeah, yellow card for Conor Coughlin. Free now for Shane Fleming. This free probably 50 metres out, and they need it again just to keep it in touch. There's 4, it's gone out to 4. Like, if they don't get this one and they don't get the next score, suddenly that hill gets a little bit steeper for Coralstown Kinnegad to climb, because they're not really prolific scorers.
Yeah, it's a little bit more central than the first one he had in the first half, so we'll see if he can stick this over the bar and get it back to a 3-point game.
Yeah, no breeze as such as we look over there, but doesn't get a great connection on, and Kieran Nolan obviously gets a call from his goalkeeper to let that one go out over the end line, and we're 12 and almost 13 minutes gone into this second half, 1-8 to 7 points in favour of the Downs. Trevor thought about looking for a quick kick out, and just thinks better of it, settles it down, puts it on the 20-metre line, and puts his right boot through it and fires it out into the centre here, where Conor Coughlin jumps high, but a great catch there by Darren Giles. Darren looks around him and goes back, holds the possession, gives it off to Brian McGrath. McGrath carries it across the down 65 metre line. He's going to be across the downs 45 metre line. No one touching him down. And then the pass has gone over to Dan Leach. Dan doesn't get it the first 10 but has possession now. Hannah Burke is trying to shut him down. Good work there by the number 4. He forces Leach to come back out. And Kinnegad gone back outside the 45 metre line. Shane Fleming, he looks up, fires a nice ball in straight into the middle of it. Josh Gann, who calls the mark. Chance maybe to go short with it, but I think Josh is going to take this opportunity himself just to narrow the gap again. This from just outside the D, fairly central, kicks it high, but that one has gone off the outside of his butt. And bad wide there for Coralstown Kinnegad. Now it looks like maybe the quick ball was on, but you know, in fairness, he had come up the field earlier on, kicked a nice point. Obviously his confidence high, went for the score himself.
Yeah, it's different though when you a mark is effectively a free. If you're not a free taker, those ones you probably shouldn't be taking, but you know, when you get in a good position like that and everyone else is back and you catch the ball in the bread basket, you want to take that mark. He was unlucky there in fairness to him, Josh. You know, if that was from play, I'd say he would have probably stuck it from the same position, but just a little bit different when it's a free.
Yeah, and Trevor Martin on that kick out has found his target over there in the middle, and then there's a heavy hit on, I think it's Brian McGrath there as he was trying to come away with the ball. The referee signals that he was fouled as he hurts, feels the shoulder there. But it is a free for Coralstown Kinnegad, and it's come back now to David Giles. David, an awkward bounce to deal with there, but gets the possession, and Daniel Woods carries it forward here now. Luke Loughlin trying to close him down, gets away. Woods goes well and gives it on out to Owen O'Brien, who was carried forward. Get super tracking back by Luke. Brilliant play there, and he wins the free for his side.
That's phenomenal in fairness to Luke. You know, he took off. He was always on the edge of the D down there. Took all the way down the field after Owen O'Brien and gets the turnover. But fair play to Luke Loughlin there. You love to see your corner forwards track back like that. Yeah, now I think the referee is going to throw the ball up because I think they were a little bit slow taking the free or taking it from the wrong position, whatever. But Declan Nugent, a little bit pernickety with that one, throws the ball up. Daniel Woods goes high, grabs the ball, but he's heading the wrong way with this. Now he's pulled for over carrying it. So free out for Charlie Drummond for the Downs, and things starting just to go a little bit in favour of the Downs now. You know, last 15 minutes. Good while we're into it. Yeah, you know the fear of going out of the championship in the semi-final stage is real now. You know, they're 4 points down. Things really need to change for them in the last 15 minutes. You see, they're hunting this turnover here now. They're after pressing up high up the pitch. Unfortunately, give the ball away. But you know, when you're a defensive team and then you're 3 or 4 points down, that forces you out of your game plan. You have to press up the field, which in turn then will leave more space for the Downs lads at the back. So you know, it's risk reward. Can we get a turnover up here and get a goal or a couple of points? If we don't, well then the Downs can counter attack into bigger space than there was in the first half. So you know, that's the advantage when you're playing these defensive teams. Can you get 3 or 4 points up on them and then see what way they try to play the game then? Yeah, when you're forced to come out, and the Downs have done well here now. Joe Moran has done very well. Joe goes to ground, referee signaling no foul on him, and the ball is now with Breen Cooney and a chance to turn it over here now, and Owen Bracken is on the attack. But again, I think foul there, so there's an injured player over on the far side. I think it's Conor Coughlin has gone out. The linesman has signalled over there. It was the Downs had trying to work that play down along that far side. Eventually possession was lost, but the linesman right on top of things over there. He's having a word with the referee, Declan Nugent. I think it's Conor looking at the white boots over there. I think it might be Conor Coughlin that's down over there. Referee has a notebook in his hand. Is he looking for a Coralstown Kinnegad man? I see James Maxwell. John, I don't think he's being called over. I think the referee is probably trying to get information from the linesman to see who's. Yeah, it is number 6, James Maxwell. Yeah, yellow card for the number 6 there, James Maxwell, and Conor Coughlin is back on his feet over there on the far side, but play will resume with a free for Coralstown Kinnegad that they've taken with Owen Bracken carrying it forward here now. Allowed to still go forward. Good work here now. Can he get the score? Oh, the shot there from Owen Bracken there, the number 17 there. And again, a little bit hurried. But James, I think this is now almost a psychological thing with Coralstown Kinnegad. They're enforced now to take shots that if they were a couple of points in the lead, they wouldn't be doing, and you know, to be holding the possession and working it down. But forced now to try and go for scores, and you know, it's not working out for them. Yeah, that's the pressure. When the pressure comes on, you know, players do things that they wouldn't normally do. We spoke in the first half how they were so patient on the ball, and they got their shooters on the ball. That was a factor. first half. Now in the second half, an awful lot of their defenders shooting under pressure when there's no need. There's still 15 minutes to go, give or take. There's still plenty of time. They just need to have a little bit more patience. But when the pressure comes on, it's very, very hard to have patience.
Yeah, and good turnover there by Kieran Nolan, stepped in there on a pass fisted forward there by the Coralstown attack there, and he centre half back read it very, very well, stepped in, and Downs are gone back up the other end of the field where Johnny Lynham has it. Johnny in a good form at the moment for his side, and just gives it back here now, and the Downs have it. They'll work it across into the centre here now, and a chance for Joe Moore to give it on Niall Mitchell, who's been quiet for the last while. As always, Daniel Woods is right in front of him, but it's back now with Conor Coughlin. Conor looked up to see was there anything on inside. Nothing available, so Johnny Lynham just comes on the loop around, takes the possession and just slows it down, trying to force the opening here, trying to get Coralstown Kinnegad just to come out of their defensive system here now. There's a chance for Oisin Murphy. Oisin looks up, ball is fired inside there, but good covering there by David Giles, and David reads the whole thing very well there, covered the back end, gets possession, gets the free, and he's gone to ground there. There's another sub coming in down below us here, wearing the number 20 for Coralstown Kinnegad. I
was just going to say, the Downs showing their experience Callum there. Kinnegad all in their 40, inside their own 45. The Downs are under no rush now. They can hold the ball for as long as they want, being 4 points up. They're going left and right. Kinnegad weren't putting any real pressure on them. Just took the wrong option there. Oisin Murphy kicked the ball into the corner. If he held on to the ball a little bit more, Kinnegad would have had to come out to put pressure on him. But the Downs were, really showing their experience there, holding the ball. Trying to manage this game, see this game out for the next 10 or 11 minutes.
Yeah, two double substitution. Callum Cruz wearing the number 20 has replaced Dan Leach, and the other sub I think is number 27 Gerald Leach has replaced number 23 Shane Fleming. But watch now as Coralstown Kinnegad do come on the move here now, right from deep. It's the corner back there. That's Kieran Daly Senior. Kieran gives it back as far as Owen O'Brien. Owen again forced to go towards the sideline. Downs using that sideline as almost an extra defender, but O'Brien does very well. Fouled then just as he's turned around to give the ball back, and it's going to be a free. And it's like Gerald Leach going across, taking. He's making his way out. In fact, it's not. He's going to. I think Callum Cruz is the man that's gone over to kick it. Again, with just 9.5 minutes left in the clock, every one of these opportunities are crucial, James. This needs to go over the bar to get them sort of kick-started again. The game has been dead. They haven't scored in a while. 2 points in the second half after 21 minutes is not a great return.
Good score.
Yeah, Callum Cruz with a kick there, right. The suitor right for the kicker, okay, but it was only maybe less than 10 metres in from the far side, and there's a sub coming in on the downside now as both sides start to empty the bench, and a welcome sight. We've seen it here last week where Dar Egerton, one of our top dual players, hurler mostly, we know him for. He is making his return after a long injury, so good to see Dara back down. I guess Philip Martin is the man that's making his way off. Philip kicked that nice point for the Downs as well. So switch now. Dar Egerton has come in and kick out again for Trevor Martin. Trevor straight down the centre it goes. Up they go. Ball broken down very well there by Ian Martin, but gathered in the centre. They're right on the centre hash. There's almost like a scrum in there. I don't know who's going to get it. David Giles has it. All I can think of is that he must have picked it off the ground, because somebody said something anyway, and he's not just ran forward there. But I don't think he could have actually picked it up legally, because there was an awful lot of bodies on the ground there, and a free in now. And again, ill discipline again, and a free that was in the centre of the field is now a kick of an opportunity for Luke Loughlin, as Luke certainly can get the distance with this, and he's just outside 45, and we've seen him doing it before off the ground.
Yeah, we said that in the first half when the Downs with a bit of descent and the ball was brought up. The ball isn't brought up 10 yards anymore. That's brought up about 20 yards. It's in the middle of the pitch. Now it's just outside the 45. So we'll see if Luke can stick it.
Yeah, with the left foot there, he just didn't get the straight kick on it. He just tugged it. That one gone to the left and right. 1 point game, or one score game, I should say. 3 point goal between them, 188 points. Clock said we're 22-35 gone in this second half of this Shay Murtagh Senior Football Championship semi-final. Stephen McNevin gets us underway again. Stephen with the right foot goes straight down the centre. Up they go. Ball broke down. That man Kieran Nolan reads the break very well, steps in, gets possession for his side, and Ian Martin has it over there on the far side, gets it inside to Joey Moore. Joe just holds the ball, pops it back here now to Éanna Burke. Éanna fisted it all over here, first touch of the ball for Dara Egerton. Dara had an injury, serious injury to his left knee. You can see it strapped up there, but his first possession, he gives it back as far as Kieran Nolan, and Nolan over to Hushy Murphy over on that far side. Downs hold that possession. Again, nice play there. Kieran Nolan has been absolutely outstanding all through the game. He's available at every opportunity to get on the possession, and Charlie Drum equally so. Charlie comes away, but he was fouled. Charlie went off without the ball, but the referee had said he was fouled there, and the Burke takes the free quickly now, and there's a chance now for Kevin Sullivan. If he can get away from his man, does well, comes back inside to Dara Egerton. Egerton pops it back to Charlie Drum again. Charlie has a spare man over on the far side. Oisin Murphy is over there, and a chance for him now to come forward, but he stops, holds back. Andrew Kilmartin is there, takes the ball from him, and then fisted ball inside. Now he's looking for Mitchell. Mitchell out in front of Daniel Woods, gets the possession, lays it off, but he's still there looking for the ball, and Charlie Drum does take it, and Charlie comes across the Coralstown 65, bounces away from a tackle, slips and goes to ground, but Dara Egerton is there with him, and then Kieran Nolan is there to take it. Nolan comes forward, lays it back there now to Joe Moore, and Joe steps inside the tackle, pops it off to Luke. Luke trying to put on the gloves before he takes the ball, takes on his man. Is he going to fancy this one? Off his left foot he fancies it, but just fires it in, but it's over the bar. Yeah. Oh, it's wide. It's a wide ball.
Up wide anyway.
James, I don't know because from here it looked wide. The goalkeeper's reaction to me showed it was wide, and I don't know why there was such confusion over, but it is, and it was eventually out on 20-metre line on a chance for Stephen McNevin to get us underway again.
Yeah, but again, the Downs like rolling down the clock, they have possession of the ball there. They're being so clever with it out around the middle. Kinnegad have dropped back, and they're holding the ball. They're going left and right. They're no rush at all to get, to go into a score there. They got Luke on the end of that shot. It just going out wide, the wrong side of the post. But I'm impressed with the way the Downs are trying to manage this game out for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, Owen O'Brien injected a little bit of pace now. He takes a hit now, and Daniel Woods comes forward. His ball has gone over the far side where Gerald Leach. Gerald, first time to get on the play, gives it back as far as Wayne Fox. Wayne has kicked this one high enough, and the umpires are looking up, and it's off the upright. It could go anywhere. 2 number 6s there, but it was Kieran Nolan from the Downs. He was alert to it. He reacted first, and again, good defending. And now the Downs turn it over. Johnny Lynham, nice ball here now. His chance for Conor Coughlin. Again, close to the sideline. Coughlin, right-footed. Lovely option to have Luke in there in front of his man. His man is Kieran Daly Senior. Luke, he's going to come round, but then off the ball is Wayne Fox and Johnny Lynham there, and I think the free is going to come out. I'm not too sure, but certainly referee is calling Johnny Lynham.
There was lads trying to stop Johnny Lynham's run there. There was Kinnegad lads flying left and right, so Johnny was getting them out of his way, but probably illegally so.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration on Johnny's behalf there, and he's going to get a yellow card for his trouble over there. But again, it was a pity for the Downs, because that was a promising attack. Luke was 1-on-1 in there, and when Luke gets 1-on-1 with any defender, you fancy him to drop the shoulder, get it onto the left side and pull the trigger, but not to be this time. Now let's see, can Coralstown Kinnegad capitalise on that let off, as they carry the ball forward here now with David Giles. David comes forward towards the Downs 45-metre line, have it over on the far side, coming inside. Darren Giles has it now. Darren looking for a bit of support. Daniel Woods pops it off there as far as Wayne Fox again. Wayne again just holding that possession. Coralstown Kinnegad, can they engineer an opening? Can they get that crucial score? They haven't gone inside here now, where there's a chance for Owen Bracken. Owen pops it inside. Daniel Woods, he's the full back, remember. Niall Mitchell is down there beside him. Mitchell just shuts the door and makes the full back go back outside. Another player on the ground, but a chance here now for Coralstown Kinnegad, but again, good defenders. The ball now is with Callum Cruz, trying to engineer an opening here, and then the ball is fired across here to Owen O'Brien. And Owen, Joey Moore stands off now. O'Brien, he's going to back himself. He's hit a cracking shot. Oh, we're right behind it there. Now that should be an inspirational score.
Yeah, what a great score by Owen O'Brien there. Like, you know, Downs were defending so well in fairness. You know, they're diving in boots, they were pushing him back out. The ball comes over to Owen O'Brien. He's man on man there with Joe Moran. He eyes him up, he goes at him, sticks the ball over the bar from about 40 yards. It's a fantastic score. But, you know, just the spark that Kinnegad needed going into the last couple of minutes here.
Yeah, Darren Child is making his way off, and he's replaced by the number 19. And now we have the two Kieran Daly's, junior and senior, on the field. So crucial kick out over on the far side, and it is Wayne Fox who gets on this, and there is only two between them as Wayne comes across his side. Daniel Woods gives it on to the man that got that last point. That's Owen O'Brien. O'Brien is going to take on his man again. Joy Moore knows that. Joy trying to close him down, but O'Brien sees there's a lot of space in behind him. But again, good defending by Joe, forces him to come back out. Liam Daly with the possession. Liam goes inside, and Brian McGrath there now gives it back as far as Wayne Fox, and they have it again now, trying to engineer another opening. Owen Bracken gives it inside. Downs a habit inside. Josh Gahan has it again. Josh fist the pass over to the far side, coming on the loop around. It's Gerald Leach, and Gerald Leach with a fabulous score. I'm going to say one thing. Dan Leach, or Gerald Leach, was a super prospect. Seemed to get injuries, seemed to get and dropped off this panel nearly at some stage. But that was quality score, James, at such an important time.
Gerald Leach on songs, phenomenal player, and he played with me, you know, Westmeath there for a couple of years. And as you said, just got some terrible injuries, you know, at the wrong time, kind of stunted his career a little bit. But always good for a score. I see 4 minutes going up on the board here now, Ray.
Yeah, and Carson Kinnegad have react. The ball was knocked down there, but the referee had said there was a tug on Niall Mitchell there as that ball was in the air. Pascal Cahill is down here with his two arms in the air pleading to the referee. He can't understand. Niall Mitchell has gone about 10 yards further and then with Luke Loughlin one-on-one inside there, shows himself, gets the ball out in front of his man, and then pops the ball. Just didn't get enough onto it there, but might still work out because there's a slip there by the Coralstown Kinnegad. And now Luke has it. Luke comes inside. Too many steps, and probably the correct decision. Now, with 4 minutes of additional time, there's 1 point between them. I think the skies have actually brightened up a little bit, James, so we might be okay if we're here for an extra 20 minutes. Sub about to come in for the Downs here again, but not time to do it yet because Wayne Fox has possession over there on the far side as he carries it forward. Owen O'Brien, he's over on the far side. He's been attacking down both sides of the field. Daniel Woods has the possession here now. Everybody, with the exception of the goalkeeper, Stephen McNevin, up in the other half of the field. And David Giles come forward. He thought about taking the shot there. There was a player who made the run off, but eventually gives it back to Callum Cruz. Cruz fires it in. Goalkeeper is under it. Doesn't deal with it over the confidently. The ball is still in there, but it breaks kindly, and the Downs do have it back in there and come away with it there and coming away at pace, carrying it forward. Good defending now by the Downs, but good defending again by Coralstown Kinnegad, and a tug back there. There's a sub introduced here. It's the number 17 coming in is Andrew Shaw. He's going to replace Peter Murray, and there's also another sub where the number 19 is Matty Cunningham is going to come in.
Good opportunity here now to get the draw. You know, 31 minutes on the clock with 4 was added on, so a little bit trickier than the last one he kicked there, a little bit further out.
Yeah, Callum Cruz is the man that has it in his hand, just getting the subs there. Matty Cunningham wearing 19 and 17 Andrew Shaw have both come in. Peter Murray making his way off though. This is a crucial free now. It's almost 32 minutes on the clock as Cruz fires this, and it's hanging. Oh, goalkeeper has to deal with it. Oh, confusion in there. What is it? Ooh. Umpires. Good kick in there from Cruz, and you know, it's a bit of, again, could have ended up anywhere, but the umpire does eventually, I think, get the call right, signaling that one has gone out over the end line away. Trevor Martin, he's in no hurry to take this kick out. He's going to look for Niall Mitchell over on this side. There's a lot of bodies trying to stop Niall as the ball dropped down. It is Coralstown Kinnegad that have it again. Oh, hand in from Dar Egerton, and that could be a crucial hand as Kevin Sullivan now picks up the ball, and there's a ball in over the top, and there's a chance now for the Downs with Ian Martin to get forward. Ian tackled there and forced to come back again, but we're 2.5 minutes into the 4 minutes of additional time. The Downs have the ball, just need to keep the possession. They have a man back here, Kieran Nolan looks around him, almost like a quarterback, looks to see what the signal is going to be, and gives it over here now to Mitchell with the outside of his rifle. He was again looking for Matty Cunningham, but the ball went to the wrong side of where Matty had made the run, and now the referee is saying there was a foul on David Giles as he was trying to get away from his man. A free. Are we going to get an equaliser? Have we a chance?
Last minute.
Into the last minute, James, and Coralstown Kinnegad have the ball on the attack. They're flying over down. It's Kieran Daly Senior. He lays it off. Owen O'Brien. Owen inside the 45, looks around him, holds it. Need to have a little bit of composure now, James. Get the right man in the right place at the right time to get the score, get the shot anyway.
I was just going to say the same thing, Ray. Can they have that little bit of composure? Can they have that bit of patience? They have 30 seconds left. Can they get the shooter on the ball at the right moment, in the right position?
There's a spare man over here on this side if they can get it over to him quickly. No, the centre half back, James Maxwell. Wayne Fox fires a nice ball inside, but it hops away there from Gerald Leach there and out over the end line. And is that going to be the last opportunity? 3 and 3/4 minutes gone. As that one, there was a chance for Gerald Leach, and I think you can just see Gerald's lack of game time there. His legs just couldn't get him there in time. Now all eyes are on the referee. He's signalling for Trevor Martin to fire this one out. I don't think he's going to blow the full-time whistle. We're going to have at least one more play. This one, a lot of bodies. What a catch from Johnny Lynham. What a catch.
What a catch by Johnny Lynham. I know there's an awful lot of stuff going on here off the ball, but what an unbelievable catch by Johnny Lynham when his team needed it the most.
I suppose coming the hour, coming the man, we say that so many times, and you have county players, James, you've done it down the years for Gary Cass as well, and there was a lot of bodies under that ball. Kinnegad with it, they're on the attack. He probably was going to give it time to see how it would open out, but Johnny Lynham above everyone, super catch, gets the foul then, and the Downs will run the clock down. They won't mind this. They're 1 point to the good, 1-8 to 10 points to lead. We're almost 5 minutes of additional time. Now Wayne Fox is going to get a booking here, I think, as well, because it's a red one. Wayne making his way off. And the free is just been taken, and with that, the full-time whistle has been blown, and it is the Downs who are through to the county final of the Shay Murtagh Senior Football Championship for 2024. The narrowest of margins, 1 goal and 8 points to Kinnegad's 10 points. James, we had excitement. It was close in the end, but not the spectacle we were hoping for, but the Downs won't mind.
Yeah, and it'll really open up there in that second half. The Downs, they look back at their first half, they probably didn't score as much as they wanted to, but they nailed that goal when they got the opportunity. The only real goal chance, the whole game, apart from Kinnegad's one, obviously, they buried that goal. And then the start of the second half, they really went about Kinnegad. They got, that 4-point cushion, 3 and 4 point cushion, and they kept it there all towards the end, and they needed it there. They only win this game by a point, but a point's as good as 10. They'll be delighted with that second half performance in particular.
Yeah, it's a sore lose when you lose by a point, but it's always a sweet victory when you get there by the narrowest of margins. And look, they can now sit back. They have 2 weeks to prepare for a county final. They'll be able to have a look at the game tomorrow, see who their opponent is going to be in that county final. But look, I'm sure they'll celebrate this one. And Johnny Murray, a local man, back in charge out there, and they had a terrible year last year. Let's not call a spade from county champions the year before to relegate into Section B, and have come through now as Section B, and here they are in the county final.
Yeah, and it's a tricky thing to do as well. That Section B, is you kind of have to win all your games really. They got that one bad loss against Shamrocks. They probably learned a lot more from that game, than they'd probably let on. But they've been building there in Section B to get through. They win their quarter-final, a tough quarter-final against Athlone, and then another tough game here against Kinnegad. But they saw the game out lovely. I was talking to you halfway through that second half how they were engineering their scores, how they were managing that game going left and right. And I think that last bit of play there when Darragh Egerton got the ball, just intercepted the ball after Kinnegad had won it, when they really put that press on for trying to get the last score, a really crucial moment in that game. But they'll be absolutely delighted. Every team at the start of the year goes, they set their soul out to get to a county final and then see what happens. They're there now, and we'll see what happens and who their opponents will be tomorrow.
Yeah, but it was a tense and tight affair, and credit to Coralstown Kinnegad. There were 4 down there on the clock, very much against them, and they clawed their way back in. A great score here from Owen O'Brien in front of us, and another great score from Gerald Leach as well. And just that last attack then just petered out then from the kick out. Great catch from Johnny Lynham. See Jack Cooney down there. Coralstown Kinnegad will be disappointed. They were hoping to be back in the county final, maybe go one step further than last year, but not to be.
Yeah, we did be disappointed, but I suppose that's football. It really looked like they were coming there the last couple of minutes, last 10 or 15 minutes. They got those couple of scores in a row. All the pressure then was on the Downs, but as we said, that last kick out, Trevor Martin floats it out on top of Johnny Lynham and Niall Mitchell. 2 big target men. Johnny Lynham goes up and claims it, and then that's the game over. But the Downs will be absolutely light. I'm sure Kinnegad will lick their wounds, but they have a young team as well. They'll be back next year, and that's what football's all about, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. And with that, we're going to finish up here on commentary in TEG Cusack Park for this evening. I want to thank Jimmy Dolan for joining me on call commentary. He'll be going home now and getting ready he'll be back in here tomorrow on the field of play, this time as his club Garry Castle go into the second of the intermediate semi-finals. They'll take on Multy-Farnham. We'll cover that live in ERV TV. And the second of the Shane Murtagh Senior Football semi-finals between St. Lomans, county champions, favourites for this year's title. They'll take on Thurles Pass with plenty to play for in that one as well. So look, for now we're going to finish up, but we'll be back here with Paul for the intermediate game. I'll be back in co-coms for the senior game. Ollie Gallagher was on camera. He'll be back here tomorrow as well. So for now we're going to say goodbye and join us here tomorrow.
TEG has been to the fore in the fight against COVID-19 with our customers and partners. A local business employing local people. Visit teg.com/careers to learn more. Wishing all our GAA patrons a safe passage through the championship.
Seventh Coaches, proud sponsor of Westmeath GAA Hurling Championships. Clark's Bar, wishing all teams the very best today. MJ Stone Building and Developments, proud sponsor of Westmeath GAA.
Cusack Park pitch is 145 metres long. Imagine 3 of these bridge beams would make up the length of the pitch. Now transport 30 of them from Harney to Kildare. A challenge overcome by a great team with the support of a great community. My name is Pat Barrett, Project Manager, Shay Murtagh Precast.